Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:01 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first, need some water, daily news podcast. We've got something great to talk about today. The 5-week boot camp for small business owners and entrepreneurs. The Aurora FEC, our friends of Huntington, are putting this on, and it's going to be great. It's going to be at the Quad County Urban League. We're here to talk about that today, but we're also going to let you guys know about interesting programs that the Neighbor Project has in conjunction with the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center. Before we get started with today's talk, though, I want to let you guys know that this segment today is going to be something new and ongoing on Thursdays. The Neighbor Project and Good Morning Aurora have become even stronger working with each other. So now we will have a weekly program dedicated to housing resources and financial resources and great ways and pieces of information for you to achieve your goals of homeownership, but also financial help. So before we get started, I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves because in future episodes, you may not see me, but you will get the information. So, Tasha, if you could begin.
Good morning, Aurora. My name is Tasha Moss, and I am the manager of the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center. I'm so happy to be here with my friends Maria and Curtis.
Absolutely, Maria.
Good morning, Aurora. My name is Maria Paz. I am an assistant vice president, branch manager at a Huntington bank in one of the communities that we serve. I am also a community member here in Aurora, and I am very happy to be here today to share a wealth of information for the small business customers and the entrepreneurs that want to start a business.
All right. So let's talk about the boot camp, the 5-week curriculum for small business owners and entrepreneurs. How did this get started? When's our first day? And what are some of the things that folks will learn about in each session?
Well, I can shed some light on how it got started. The Aurora Financial Empowerment Center received a grant through the Economic Empowerment Center. We co-wrote a grant with the Quad County Urban League. And when we were awarded the grant, it was to support small business owners, aspiring entrepreneurs, and solopreneurs. And I couldn't think of a better partner than to call Huntington Bank to facilitate these boot camps because I knew that they had the wealth of knowledge, they had the bandwidth and the capacity. So once Maria and I started collaborating, we just couldn't stop at one. We had to create a series. And it's all about impact with us. And as we were putting the series together, we just thought that it would be best to give them knowledge that would compound on each week. And then they would end it with the full phases, all phases of the business cycle, which to us is very important as you build your business foundationally. And then that's where the Financial Empowerment Center comes in because once we Huntington provides the really solid how-to, the FEC comes in and we give you a strategy, we give you a plan, and we help you walk that out once you've gotten that solid information.
Wonderful. And so week 1 will be on September 4th. That'll be the very first session or date. What will be the curriculum on that day?
For September 4th, the focus will be on time management and goal setting, right? Okay. Helping a business owner or an entrepreneur have a vision of their goals and dreams and making sure that they have the time management on how to start whatever it is that their goal is, right? How can I start a business? How can I start promoting my business more, having it grow? And so that's going to be the first section, the first focus on September 4th. A lot of information on helping you because sometimes we have a wonderful idea, but we don't know where to start. We don't know who to ask help with the things that we want to put together for our business. So that's going to be very important. That's the beginning, right? Dreams and goals. Then technical assistance, right? How do I register my business with the state? Where do I go? And then on September 11th, once you have your dreams and goals all set, we will go into business planning,
Okay.
right? How can I develop a business plan that's going to be the roadmap to, to make my business a success,
Right.
I find that a lot of entrepreneurs are good at what they're good at, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to cook, you're a very good cook and your food is delicious, but all of the technicalities of the business, what direction, what is the best way to go about it, right? And that's where we come in. That's where our guiding the customers and advising them on the routes they should take, and of course, together with the Financial Empowerment Center, we are able to help them and direct them the right way.
Wonderful. Now, all of the sessions are of no cost as well. That's right. They're all free.
No cost.
Yes, completely.
And they're
free.
also offered in person and hybrid.
Okay.
Because we recognize that as a business owner that your time is valuable. And oftentimes it's hard to develop yourself and to build a business while trying to make money and revenue. So offering the flexibility and removing some of the barriers that our small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs face, we thought was also helpful. We keep
Wonderful.
those things in the forefront.
Wonderful. Now, the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center is located at 712 South River Street here in Aurora, very close to downtown Aurora, and it's right across the street from another one of our great partner organizations, Hesed House, as well. Now, these sessions will be taking place at the Quad County Urban League's offices located at 1680 North Farnsworth Avenue. And as Tasha mentioned, they'll be both in person and hybrid options for you guys as well. So in both of your respective fields here, when we came to putting this together, okay, what did you guys notice about some of those entrepreneurs who you do meet? What are some of those frequently asked questions that people have when they meet you guys?
I think the number one question I get is about funding. They are looking for access to capital. And that's very ambitious, and it's a part of the business phase. But I always want to roll them back to the beginning, to like what we're offering in week one, the time management and the goal setting. Because we're always so excited about, the business and making money and the entrepreneurship journey in itself. But managing and having that balance and going in the beginning, having that foundation set is so important. So access to capital has been one of the things that I get often. Retirement is another one. How do I medical insurance, and how do I get that technical piece of it as far as the retirement? Like, what does that look like when I'm through running my business? Am I giving it to a family member? Am I shutting it down and closing it up shop? So those are the type of questions that I've been getting, is access to capital and how do I kind of phase out of my business. So it's been two separate phases.
Absolutely. Now, Maria, you told us about week 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's learn about week 3, 4, and the final week 5. The time is 9:09. Daniel Calderon, good morning.
Yes, so week 3 is on September 18th, and we're going to focus on financial statements, right?
Okay.
Like Tasha said, a lot of our customers ask, how do I get funding? How do I have access to capital? Well, it's very important that you understand the financials of your business.
Right.
How much money do I have today? Where am I going? Where am I going to get more money? And how am I going to be able to show that I am profitable, right? Understanding that piece is very, very important to get ready to apply for a loan. And so, like I said, week 3 on September 18th, we're going to be talking about financial statements, understanding them, the importance of them. And so that will also be a very, very important session as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And on September 25th, that'll be week 4, we will be talking about access to capital, right? What's out there? How can I apply for a loan? What type of loans? What type of money is there? Are there grants? Are there, lines of credit? loans. What type of loans? Can I buy a vehicle for my business, right? Can I have money to hold me until I can get paid my invoices, right? So that is very important information for a business owner to understand.
Okay, all right. And then the last week?
And definitely week 5, we will be talking about, as Tasha mentioned, right? I started my business. Now, how can I have a retirement plan? How can I put money aside so that after I am ready to retire, do I sell my business? Do I pass it on to my kids or my family members? Or what am I going to do with my business, right? Planning for retirement is also very important, to look at from the beginning.
Okay.
Of
Absolutely.
establishing a business. So yeah.
All right. Now the 5-week, I'm going to read from this just
Yes,
briefly.
of course.
The 5-week boot camp for small business owners designed to cover key fundamentals, as you just heard about: business strategy, operations, marketing, and financials. Once again, it's structured for weekly focus areas with practical tasks and outcomes. Now, this is presented by, once again, the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center, Huntington Bank, Everlasting Word Church. It's going to be at the Quad County Urban League. This is just one of many great things that the FEC has going on. And once again, it's a local resource for folks at 712 South River Street. This ongoing program that we'll be doing here will cover, in the future, will cover a lot of Aurora Financial Empowerment Center resources and services, as well as coupling those with Neighbor Project services as well. So you ladies will be there for each week, and we can scan the QR code for our virtual to
Yes.
register. Okay.
And we'll have snacks.
Okay.
Don't underestimate the power of snacks while getting your empowerment.
Helps the learning process.
Helps
right?
the learning, facilitate the learning process. So.
All right. Now, Tasha, how does this, just this here, how does this fit into the overall goals and outlook of the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center? Talk about that a little bit for those who may be unfamiliar with it.
So the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center, we actually focus primarily on personal finances. And with the expansion of services, now we can can help support small business owners as well. So the approach is the same for the Financial Empowerment Center, because oftentimes for small business owners, their personal finances are their business finances. Okay. So as we strengthen and enhance and correct their personal finances, we're strengthening their business so that they have a solid foundation. So then when they go to the business plan development and the financial statements, that they have that solid foundation of financial knowledge and that partner. Because sometimes it may not happen overnight. And you need that accountability partner, that person that's going to, look at your finances from your perspective with your goals in mind. And our services are free. You can come to as many sessions as you want. They're in person, they're virtual, and they're via phone. And we even have some evening sessions. So as we partner with organizations such as Huntington Bank and the Business Equity Division at the City of Aurora, we are not competing or replacing the small business development supports, but we're enhancing and strengthening their programming with that financial aspect. So they get the technical information and we give more of the how-to and what does it look like in your perspective environment.
Wonderful. And now what are the hours of operation of the FEC?
We are open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. We have every other Saturday, 9 to 1. And we have evenings on Wednesdays until 6:30. Our last session is at 6:30 on Wednesdays. Okay. And again, those are virtual, in person, and online. And you can schedule an appointment on our website, or you can call us at 630-256-4551. Jasmine will be happy to help you.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. And now, Maria, you mentioned that you are with one of the local Huntington branches here in Aurora, correct?
No, my branch is located in Lombard on Butterfield Road.
Okay.
My branch is at 555 Butterfield Road in Lombard. But I live in Aurora.
Okay.
And so I'm very passionate about helping my community and bringing all the financial knowledge to the community in which I live in and the community in which I work. So I also participate in similar events in my community. Huntington's values is to be able to give back to the communities that we serve. So throughout throughout Illinois, wherever you see a Huntington branch, there will be someone from that branch working in that community, giving back to the community in one way or another. And that's, one of the things that drew me to work for Huntington, right? Because we are giving back to the communities that we serve. We participate in events for senior citizens. We participate in events for the youth, high school students, right, to teach them financial literacy. So I love that Huntington's values match my values, right, where we are turning financial knowledge into power for the communities that we serve.
Next year will be my 5th year as a Neighbor Project employee, and from day one at Neighbor Project, I've always seen Huntington Bank represented with us at our events, at many different things. I'm thinking about the Pictures with Santa event, the Black Wealth Empowerment event, so many events. And Huntington Bank is there. You guys have been at our block parties, at all of our events. So, you're definitely correct in that Huntington Bank is dedicated and works with the community very strongly. 9:17 is the time if you are just joining us. Kevin May is here. Good morning to you, Kevin May. And David Christensen and Aisha Saxon. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask us here. 9:17 is the time. You are watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. So, week 1, September 4th, 6 o'clock p.m. is when the event is going to begin. It's going to be the launch of the 5-week Bootcamp. It sounds exciting. And for those small business owners too, people like this kind of thing. They really want to get that kind of holistic experience of engagement, but then also that knowledge. What is the next, what's the rest of the year look like? We're going to come back to this, and we're going to come definitely to week 2 again, but what's the rest of the year look like, Tasha, for our shared programming, City of Aurora Neighbor Project, FEC?
Well, we're looking forward to continuing to put out programming for small business owners. Of course, our one-on-one coaching for families and individuals is always accessible and always available, but we've been digging in our heels, developing programming and furthering our partnerships with not only Huntington, but the Small Business Development Center, the Women's Business Development Center. So we have some upcoming cohorts with them in 26. We are planning a Shark Tank style pitch competition, which will be injecting some the idea for the pitch competition I'm super excited about. And we're having our planning meetings right now. Okay. So big picture is that we're hoping to, again, strengthen business owners with the foundational knowledge. So we'll have a criteria for the winner. But leading up to that criteria, we will be providing the programming and the knowledge and the classes that if it's in our criteria, we're going to give you the information to make sure that yours is correct, that it's solid, that it's reflective of you and your business and your services, so that even if you don't walk away with the grand prize, you walk away with a solid business plan, you walk away with a solid capability statement, and you walk away with some resources and some solid practice on how to pitch your business and how to have that presence. So I'm super excited about being able to go directly to the business owners. So we have that coming up. Let's see what else we got. We're looking to further into youth programming, working with Neil at the Financial Compass, who's a phenomenal youth financial advisor. So looking to partner and do more things with him. So our future is bright at the FEC, and we're looking forward to continue to enhance and strengthen not only our partnerships, but their programming, so that we have that financial stability that our community continues to need.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Now let's talk about business plan development. 9:20 is the time. When it comes to week 2 in business plan development, on our program here, we've had the ability to meet over our lifetime here. We've met a good number of businesses. We've met folks who had the tent set up at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Now it's a ribbon cutting at the brick and mortar. Similarly though as well, we've met folks who've had to downsize in spaces and things like that. For the people who have a business idea, Maria, this one's for you. For the people who have that idea right now, who are like, man, my people love my cupcakes.
Yeah.
Right. I had some good ones. That's why it's on my mind. People love my cupcakes. Now I want to make my business plan. What do you think is that first, besides coming to the cohorts and the workshops that you guys have? What would you say is that first most crucial step for that individual who may be watching or listening to this program?
We truly believe that small businesses are the heartbeat of our communities, right? So therefore, I think before we started, I mentioned to you, it is our responsibility to be able to support them, right? And bring all of this knowledge and all of this information so that they can develop a business plan that will take them, to be successful. So as branch managers, we advise our customers. We give them advice and guide them towards making sure that, they build a solid business plan, and we help them throughout the whole process. So this workshop on September 11th is going to be very important as well to help our customers to be able to develop that solid business plan, right? Where it will take them from step one all the way to, like you said, what is their goal? Is their goal to, get a food truck, right, for their food, or is their ultimate goal to be able to open a restaurant, right? So they're going to be able to put all of their dreams and their goals on a piece of paper, and it's going to be their roadmap. It's going to be the roadmap that they're going to take to bring their business idea to life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, all of the sessions are on Thursdays.
Yes.
These sessions are on Thursdays. So the cool thing about it is before every session, you watch Good Morning Aurora from 9 a.m. to 9:30. You'll hear about what's going on that particular day and how you can get involved and register. We'll even share the flyer for you folks as well. Once again, the sessions are free, open to the public, and they're going to be hybrid, both in person and virtual as well. Now, this particular flyer here, we shared on our Facebook page and our Instagram. It's also on the Neighbor Project's Facebook page, and it's also on the City of Aurora's Facebook page too. I think I've seen it a few times now. Please get familiar with this. Please get familiar with the organizations here, Huntington Bank, Everlasting Word Church, and the Financial Empowerment Center as well. All of us are connected with the goal of improving the quality of life for Aurora residents and households and getting people the tools that they need to succeed. With the little bit of time that we've got here before we go, let's do, you said the Shark Tank is coming up next year.
26.
26?
Yes.
Well, let's get started now. Let's pitch this.
Of course,
Curtis. I'm up early in the morning. I like to get started now. So let's pitch this.
All right.
Let's do our best. I'll take part with you, ladies. Let's do our best, maybe 15, 20, 30-second pitch about this for the folks to get them to come out. And then we'll see who has the best one. We'll ask you guys in the chat who you think had the best pitch for the Small Business Bootcamp. All right, I'll go first. All right, here we go. Hey there, Aurorans. Are you ready to get your business kickstarted and ready to go to achieve great things? Well, the City of Aurora's Financial Empowerment Center, Everlasting Word Church, and Huntington Bank have a wonderful 5-week boot camp. Come on out, learn about these great resources that we have, learn how to kickstart your business. 5 sessions. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. at Quad County Urban League. Boom. Okay, that's mine. Let's see what y'all do with that. Veronica Prado, good morning to you. All right, Maria, you're up.
Hello, Aurora. We are having a 5-week business boot camp for all the small businesses out there and entrepreneurs that have a wonderful business idea. Come and join us. This is free. You will have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge that will be able to help you escalate your business or start your business and be successful.
Dang,
bad.
okay. I mean, not left much for me to say. Let me see. Okay.
Maria handled that.
Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Aspiring entrepreneurs, side hustlers, business owners, come check us out at this 5-week boot camp where you'll get good information, good business information, solid business planning steps, some snacks, and it's provided free, it's hybrid, and it's local. Come check us out every Thursday starting September 4th at 6 p.m., the Quad County Urban League at 1685 North Farnsworth Ave. Scan our QR code to register. See you there.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, you ended better than you had the best ending. You had the best ending.
Yes.
I was listening to that like, why didn't I say that?
Yes, I know.
9:26 is the time. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know who you think had the best pitch. Had the best pitch. So, Curtis, Maria, or Tasha, let us know who had the best pitch. So 9:26 is the time. We're about to wrap things up. Once again, though, 1685 North Farnsworth Avenue is where the Quad County Urban League's offices are. The Quad County Urban League does a lot in the city of Aurora, too, so please like them and follow their pages and everything. I want to say thank you very much to our friends of Huntington Bank and also the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center as well for coming here and giving us this information. We look forward to seeing you guys out there in the community, too, at all the places
Absolutely.
doing all of the things.
Thank you.
Also, just let you guys know in the future episodes, so we're going to be doing this every Thursday now. It's going to be a way to connect about housing, home ownership, and financial resources here. Living in Aurora is the name that I thought it could change. It could change a little bit. I want a cool name here on Good Morning Aurora. But please, if you have any questions, if any of the information strikes you, or if you just want to know how to get connected about anything that you hear about on the program, please feel free to send us an email or hit us in the DMs, and we will connect you. Once again, on Thursdays, it's going to be all about home ownership resources, financial resources, and the things that the Neighbor Project, City of Aurora, and the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center can do for you and your household as well. So before we go, we'd like to give the last word to our guests. So, Maria, any last words before we wrap it up?
I just want to invite everyone to come to these to this business boot camp. These sessions are going to be very informative. They're free, so take advantage.
Absolutely. Tasha.
I would like to encourage everyone who live in our very resource-rich community to come on out and take advantage of these boot camps. Free resources, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and in addition, come visit us at the Financial Empowerment Center. Economic stability and financial empowerment is so important, not only personally or in your business, but also for your families, for your generational wealth. So I encourage you to come and check us out and come get some financial empowerment.
All right. Well, this was a great first episode with some awesome guests. I want to say thank you very much to both Maria and Tasha for coming on to the program today. Ladies and gentlemen, please take part in the 5-week boot camp for small business owners and entrepreneurs. And once again, the City of Aurora is resource rich, so we are happy to bring you great resources and information every day. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself and each other.